Poetry in motion, Sunday poetry in motion. Poetry in motion, Sunday poetry in motion. Poetry in motion, Sunday poetry in motion. Poetry in motion, Sunday poetry in motion.
Hello once again and welcome to Poetry in Motion Sunday. I'm Craig Lewis and you're watching episode 36. And starting with my first poem, this was called Inner School of Inner City. Inner school of inner city, deep where you reside, standing in my seat of soul, rising in my mind. The more I read, the more I learn as my knowledge combines, pulling in on readers and listeners like a tide. My rhyming and my imagery rotate like picture slides to fit the vibe of which nature takes its form. The inner school of which I teach does differ from the norm. One does not have to wake up and put on a uniform. My muse impregnates my pen when sitting in a pace of zen, transforming all the hate of men to city love and light, as they turn the pages and discover what I write. Whether yellow, black or white, by the soul we've been connected, but like a castle on the sand, the wisdom's been affected, and thus it's been destroyed. And the books that we avoid have been the holders of the truth, and so nothing exists unless we see the living proof. And now my inner city is much governed by my thoughts. The poetry I write may cast shadows at night time when you walk, as if my mind was a light bulb and each poem was the torch. And moving on to my second poem, this was called So She Could Be Spared the Worst Chattered Lines of the Century. She was asked, "Did you have to be so harsh, love?" She replied, "I just tell her how it is, bruv." She despised lusty eyes from dusty guys. She plugged earphones in when the bus arrived, drowned the sound of thirsty men. Preferred to blend her playlists with each journey to her work. And yes, Shirley's in a skirt. But if Shirley doesn't flirt with the eyes or the lips, it's a symbol that the guy shouldn't try and commit. She doesn't want to know about the size of your kicks. Your mind's doing tricks if you think not. She even humbled Mr. Big Shot, sat with a briefcase. She told him, "Keep your hands to yourself and keep safe." If she's a fan, you would tell, 'cause she'd say, at times she wished the bus would just speed away to reach her destiny, so she could be spared the worst chattered lines of the century. So she could be spared the worst chattered lines of the century. And moving on to my third and final poem, this was called Comfort Eating in the Dark. He was big-boned and heavy class. To shift this weight he said he'd fast, if needs be. But the voice that uttered "feed me" seemed to haunt him when he's low. 5 nights he feasted, eating sweetness, craving cookie dough. He'd wake strong-willed for the gym, but within was a voice that told him no. He's eroding slow while self-doubt holds him low in the depths of hell and left him pale. What set this spell, his ex may tell. She left him for a male with money and a six-pack. But honey won't admit that. He was good to her. He rubbed her feet while she would kick back. But the guy with the six-pack spits raps. He's the popular kind, philosopher kind, with the opposite mind to Larry Banks, the victim in this poem. She dissed him and disowned him like she never had a heart. Now he's consistently condoning comfort eating in the dark. She dissed him and disowned him like she never had a heart. Now he's consistently condoning comfort eating in the dark. And there you have it, your poetry fix for me this week. Hope you enjoyed. Until next week, short and sweet. Take care.
Poetry in motion, Sunday poetry in motion. Poetry in motion, Sunday poetry in motion. Poetry in motion, Sunday.